Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm thinking we're going to be talking about some palettes. So I picked out my top 10 palettes that I think are just perfect for fall. These are the ones that I have lately been gravitating towards because fall is coming, the leaves are changing, it's kind of cooling down a little bit earlier, and I'm really excited for the season to change, but at the same time, this year is moving really fast. Let's get down to the palette, so hopefully they can bring you some fall inspiration as they have brought me. Before we get started, I would love if you would hit that subscribe button. It would mean so much to me, and we'll get going. This is not going to be a ranking. I am just starting from my largest palettes and making my way towards the smallest palettes. That way they stack nicely in the pile next to me. So to begin, and my latest fall video, if you haven't seen it, is the Tati Beauty palette. Just in general, this is one of my favorite palettes ever. I love the fact that there are 5 different formulas within the same color tone. These glitters are phenomenal. I don't own glitter glue and I don't have to use glitter glue to get them to stick to my eyes, and then they don't shed throughout the day. It comes off really easily. I mean, you might have a little bit of glitter because you know glitter doesn't come off great, but it's doable. But this is one of my favorite palettes, and my latest video I did stick in with these 3 brownish orange tones. I really liked the fall look that was created, so I hope you guys did too. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it up in the cards for you. But this is one of my favorites for every day, but also specifically for the fall. My next palette is Your Golden from Colourpop. This is a more recent purchase for me. I mean, I've had it for maybe a couple months, but I have really been enjoying it. I actually bought it for summer because I really liked all the warm tones and I liked some of the pops of blues. But now that I've looked a little bit closer to it and have actually gotten to play with more of the colors, this is a really good fall palette for me. I'm wearing it on my eyes today, this orangish shade, and it is beautiful. I also really like that there are pops of blue, so you can add a little bit of more color into your fall look. I know lately there have been tealish pumpkins for decor, so I mean, if you're gonna add some blue in there, this is a good palette for that. Next, we're gonna hit Natasha Denona. I have 2 palettes from her brand. The first one is the Sunset palette, and this is what it looks like. I mean, does that not just scream fall to you? It's got a really good pop of this burgundy red color, and then it's got these nice burnt orange colors. I think it is perfect for fall. I actually haven't gotten to use this palette a lot, so I'm really excited to start diving into it now that it's more appropriate for this season. I'm really particularly inspired to use this yellow color. I think it's going to be really pretty with some of the more burnt orange colors, and I think it will create a perfect look for fall. The other palette that I have from Natasha Denona is the Bronze palette. This is a very neutral golden palette, but I think it's perfect for fall. I love the burgundy colors. They're some of my favorites to use throughout the year, but in particular that burgundy color is just perfect for fall. It's one of my favorite colors. I also adore this shade. It's called Silk. It's the lightest shimmer in the palette, but it's not super light, so you get a really good shine while still keeping it within those warmer tones of brown. It's one of my favorite palettes to use, and obviously you can create a little bit more of a smoky look with these darker colors down here if you wanted to. And I think overall you won't be disappointed with this palette for fall in particular, but overall year round it's great. Next is my Nabla palette. This is their side by side. I think this palette is super fun. Once again, it's got those burgundy colors that I really enjoy. It's got some smokier shades for you to use, and it's also got little pops of pink, purple colors, because I don't think fall has to be strictly orange, brown, yellow, burgundy all the time. I think it's really cool to add some pops of color in there, especially pink or mauve. But this is a good palette where you've got this bluish gray color too. This one's really pretty and I'm excited to use it for fall. Not to mention, this palette is just beautiful in general. This is one of my favorite shades to use. As you can see, I dunked my finger in it too hard. But it's great, the formula is wonderful, and I think overall it's a very fall tone. Next is from Melt Cosmetics. This is their Rust palette, and this is the color story. I mean, doesn't that just scream fall to you? Orange, yellows, burgundy, cream, peachy, smokiness down on this side. I think Melt has really good palettes in general. I have 4 palettes from Melt, and each one tells a really different story, and I really enjoy all of them. So this is a good one for fall. It's just got those darker browns, some burnt oranges, and then it shifts down to yellow and some peachy colors. And I think you can create a stunning look with this palette. I have 2 palettes from Urban Decay. The first one is the Naked Honey palette. I actually used this in a recent video, but this is what the color scheme looks like. It's definitely more golden, those lighter brown tones. I mean, you've got a little bit of a darker brown over here, but in general, it's going to be more golden and light browns. And I think those are perfect colors for fall as well. I mean, it touches the yellow, it touches the light browns. Not to mention that Urban Decay has really good formulas. They blend out very nicely. The shimmers are intense. And I think overall, this is a perfect palette to have like the more golden, light brown tone look for fall. The other palette from Urban Decay is the Wild West palette. I picked this up in a sale, and sadly I have not used it as much as I should because it is stunning. I really like the pops of blue in this palette, and for fall with the new turquoise being added into home decor, I think it's another good palette with that extra pop of color. But obviously you've got like your burnt oranges, some darker smoky colors, and then some lighter cream to light brown colors. I think it's really pretty. Again, the formula from Urban Decay is very good, and I think you won't be disappointed with this palette to create the perfect fall look. My last 2 palettes are very similar. In fact, I think there's a trend going around on which one you should actually purchase. I happen to purchase both of them. The first one is from Sigma Beauty. This is their Ambiance palette. And the competitor is from Patrick Ta. This is the Major Dimension palette. To begin, let's start with Sigma. This is what the color scheme looks like. Again, very neutral, very browns. You've got dark browns, you've got the burgundy colors, you've got your light browns, and some golden colors. A perfect color scheme for fall. Sigma has a great formula. I'm not going to diss them on that. They've got great shimmers, they've got great mattes, and everything blends out really nicely. I do enjoy using this palette. However, I was really intrigued with the Patrick Ta one. This is the color scheme for this. So it comes with 2 dark brown cream shades within the palette, and then you've got your dark browns, you've got your burgundies, you've got really great transition colors over here. You've got a really nice sequin cream color here, and then these 2 shades are actually toppers. It's not what I have on my eyes today. I used my Auric Smoke Reflect for the glitter on my eyes today. But it is a really good match for this shade right here as another topper. I typically go into this palette a little bit more than my Ambiance palette. I don't really know why, but I really enjoy this formula more, and I think the colors just speak a little bit more to me. I mean, it's a neutral palette. It's perfect for fall. Again, you've got your dark browns, you've got your burgundies, you've got that really pretty golden brown shade here, a good transition shade, and then 2 gorgeous toppers for fall. I think either palette will get you the look that you're trying to achieve with those neutral colors, those fall looks. I personally reach into the Patrick Ta one a bit more, but it is quite expensive, whereas the Sigma Beauty one is not that expensive. It's a good discount from the Patrick Ta one. I mean, it's still high-end, don't get me wrong, but I just like the Patrick Ta one a bit more. I think both palettes have great colors for fall, and if you're interested in them, neither of them will do you wrong. So there you have it. Those are my top 10 palettes for fall. Obviously, you can use whatever colors you want for fall. I am gearing towards a little bit more pop and color. I really, really enjoy neutrals, but I really like having those choices of the tips of blue, some pink. I really enjoy mauve colors. I was thinking about adding a mauve palette into this video, but I didn't want to be too crazy, so I left it out. but I had 10 palettes that were perfect for fall, so that's what we went with. I would love to know what palettes that you like in particular for fall. I would also love to see if you have a go-to fall look, if it's with mattes or with shimmers, or if you like really glittery fall looks. I would love to see them. Other than that though, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. It just helps me out and lets me know you are enjoying the content. I am here on Tuesdays and Fridays, 10 a.m. Mountain Daylight Time, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.